I truly think the internet is getting to a point where we're actually cooked as a society. And there's so many reasons for that statement. But I mean, when we're currently in a time where Kai Cenat is on one half getting hated and the other half glazed for the fact that, yeah, on one hand, dude's trying to better himself because he's, learning to read, which, hey, guy can't read for shit. I think he has like a fourth grade reading level. Let's be 100% real. Normal circumstances, hey, it's good that bro's trying to be better, especially given that he has such an impressionable audience that the type of content he was making for so long was brain rotting society. In general, that's probably better. I'd rather he promote that so the impressionable audience starts reading. Unfortunately, the guy is reading just for the sake of reading. Like, he's not comprehending anything he's reading, he's just saying words. So is he actually getting anything out of it? I don't know. But it's the farthest thing from like actually being a detriment to society. So, as unfortunate as it is for Buddy to be one of the biggest creators online for God knows what reason, there's far worse issues at play. But when you combine it with the fact that I think in general everyone online is a fucking idiot, it does really make you feel like the internet's beyond cooked. I mean, the dead internet theory already makes it pretty believable that most people online are bots anyway. And then those who aren't are so fucking stupid. It's like, where do we even go? So that brings me to my main point of today's video. The comment in question isn't even the worst. Like, in fact, it's actually one of the more normal comments I've gotten. But it highlights an issue that I think is worth pointing out. And what am I talking about? So we had a video, and the video was called "They're Striking My Channel and Going to Sue Me." It's a very intense title, right? For 20 seconds, my James Cameron level acting had people believe that I was being serious. And the thing about this is it came from a clearly a false email. But in this email, they say they're going to strike me and they're going to sue me. Now, the point of a video title and thumbnail is to get you to want to click on it. Now, I knew what I was doing with that title. I knew that I was going to make it seem like people were going to be like, damn, Brandon, I'm so fucking worried. That's what most of the comments were on this video. And the thing about it is that, everyone kind of had fun with it. They're like, hey, bro, like, don't scare me like that. It's just a lot of fun stuff, because whether or not you're a smart individual or a dumb individual, that title and thumbnail combo will work. But the thing about the way I design things is my rage bait, my clickbait, it's all based on something within the video. And this is what I am legitimately being honest. They are trying to strike me and they're trying to sue me. Of course, it's going nowhere, but that's what it is. But there are some people who dead ass take shit seriously. And this isn't bait. Like, this is the only person on this video that dead ass I can tell was upset. And the thing about people like Mr. Soundwave is they are the same people who won't watch videos without that type of thumbnail and title. And I checked, this dude has literally no comment history on my channel. See, the people who normally will watch a creator, they don't need a good title or thumbnail. They'll naturally come back. But in order for anything to appeal, that's why commercials are designed to be as flashy and intoxicating as possible. But unfortunately, the same people who will only watch stuff if it does this are the same people who will criticize it. And it makes no sense. And like I said, this is the farthest thing from like the worst comment I've ever gotten. I get told to kill myself on a weekly basis. Like, this is nothing. But it does highlight, I think, the issue with the internet. The same people who are the reason everyone does this are the same ones who will criticize it. And it's really funny. But hey, as a farmer, I will harvest the crops. And I don't even think I was overly rude to this guy. I said the title is literally what the email said. You're upset because you're easily manipulated like most online and don't like acknowledging the fact. You want everything in a headline so your TikTok rotted brain can consume 50 things like Kai Cenat but not retain anything per hour. Now, it's a little rude, but I don't think it's dishonest. People who bitch and moan about titles or thumbnails being clickbait or whatever, they truly want everything in a fucking headline. They want you to give them all the information. They don't want to click on an article. They want everything in that article's headline so they don't have to read it. And I truly believe, to tie back to the Kaizen, they just want everything in such a short, condensed version so they can just move on to the next. They don't care about supporting creator. They don't care about anything other than getting as much information as possible. I guarantee you, this person unironically is like, you know what? I just want every video to be My Hero Academia 169. But guess what? No one's fucking clicking on that. And if you're the rare one person who will, that's why those channels don't exist past that one video. I said, also, notice how everyone else is laughing and having fun. Learn to have fun and understand all day, every day, you as a consumer are manipulated. Be happy I actually do it in a fairly honest way, as like I said, literally came straight from the email. And it is. And the best part too, I didn't even make you watch it. Like, I literally, within the first 30 seconds, which is the most important portion of any video to retain a viewer, I literally show you what it is. Like, the whole thing is like I literally made it a joke, and it's funny because I'm not taking it seriously. And in this very video, not only do I make fun of the dumb fucking email and the scammers, I actually teach my audience how to be safer online. Do you think if I would have titled, I almost got scammed, or scammers are trying to delete my channel, no one would have fucking watched it? And I guarantee you the hundreds of people I probably put on to unique ways, because there are so many people who don't know that your email that you sign in with, right? When you sign in, you have a username and a password. Maybe there's also two-factor, right? So a code sent to your phone or an authenticator app. Did you know that you can actually change the login token, so your username, to a different email? So if you're signing up for all these different sites, you can actually make it to a completely different email that's not being given. So if you're signing up for fucking Subway, and Subway goes and sells your information to some Chinese company, they try to log in with that email that you log in with, it's not going to log in because that's not the username, because you change it to a different email token. I taught you that in that video. But you are actually unironically mad that, God forbid, I use some pretty solid, funny clickbait that comes from the email, but you want everything to be nice and humble. Listen, I love that. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all these billionaires run the world and make it so this is how consumers consume shit, because you guys are so fucking manipulated. I'm manipulated too. I think I'm less manipulated than the average consumer, but everyone's fucking manipulated. Why do you think we buy things? Because commercials target it to us. Do you think if everything was honest that they weren't actually the best dish soap, we would ever try it? No, of course, we have to fucking do it, right? Anyway, the last thing I said was, you're the same person who won't watch videos unless they're manipulated to do so. Don't get mad at the farmer herding you into your pen. And this is rude, but it's no ruder than if my friend was being a dumbass, you know? If anything, I'd be ruder to my friend. I'd probably call him a dumb bitch in here too. And I'm sure Soundwave ain't gonna like that. But I honestly don't give a shit. Like, I'm not even necessarily mad at this. I just thought to myself, this is easy money. Because here's the thing, anime videos don't actually make that. Like, anime videos make me a lot because of Patreon. Anime videos don't make me a lot on YouTube. Every other type of content I make on YouTube makes me fat stacks. If I was a smarter YouTuber, I would be doing nothing but those types of videos and these ones. Because even 1,000 views on a video like this, I don't know what fucking ads they're feeding you, but it fucking pays. They ain't paying for no anime titties these days. I gotta be real. But it is what it is. You know what? I think I'm just gonna start farming these comments more, just because it's easy. Even if it's bait, I end up profiting off it. And if anything, you know, people have some fun. I honestly thought that whole comment chain was like really enjoyable because like everyone had fun. I honestly thought there would have been, it took fucking 8 hours for someone like that to pop up. That's wild. I've actually built a solid community. The like ratio, the views, like it got like 4,000 views in less than an hour because people actually turned up. So it's nice to know if I ever do actually have issues, which I've had plenty. Do you know that I've almost had my channel deleted twice? Once I've had 3 copyright strikes active, which means you can't post. I got one of the strikes disabled the same day, so I was able to continue. There was another time where I had 2 strikes active. Now, I don't really deal with strikes anymore because of the way I do stuff. But when I used to do a lot of like anime analysis content and stuff, I used to deal with it a lot more. But I've dealt with at least 100 copyright strikes. I've defeated at least 100, probably mid hundreds. Like, I've dealt with a lot. So I know how the things work. But when I actually do have issues, I just haven't made a ruckus about it. So I'm going to let you know, anyone who follows me, if I'm actually being serious, I will have a serious fucking pinned comment. Do you know what the pinned fucking comment was on that video? Like, if you didn't watch it, if you didn't watch what I did for my fucking, it's like, bro, I put a fucking nut in my favorite emoji with me linking to my Patreon. Come on now. Like, do you think, why the fuck? Like, read the pin comment. If I ever am being serious, I will not be linking to my Patreon unless I'm being like, I'm demonetized, come support me. I will never use this fucking emoji if I'm being serious, guys. Like, here's the thing, too. I'm gonna be mean, okay? If you ever feel this way, I don't want you as a subscriber. You're not welcome in my community because I don't think you are worthy to interact with. And as a creator, I don't have to like everyone. The same way you don't have to like everyone you come across. The people are just like having fun, like talking about, oh, you know, I like to reply with FBIs, or man, you got me, fuck you. Like, if this dude would have been like, man, I'm not a huge fan of titles like this, laughing emoji. You know, just have some fun with this. No one has ever used this combo of emojis and been actually serious, man. Like, I don't think as a consumer you should take it that seriously. Like, you can't pump gas anymore without there being a fucking ad on the gas pump. We're all being manipulated. Our data's all being stolen. Just be happy that every time I clickbait you, the clickbait is understood within the first minute. Like, at the end of the day, if I'm like, man, I can't believe they killed him, in the first minute, I'll usually say something like, oh my God, I can't believe they killed their emotional state, you know? Like, it's obviously manipulated to make you think it's more intense than it is, but I'm always telling you where the title came from within the intro. It doesn't get easier than that. Like, it's insane. But the internet might be cooked. Half the internet is praising a man for starting to read above a 4th grade reading level, and, you know, they're not even reading to read, they're just reading words. Like I said, it's probably better than what he was doing before, but I don't know, man. Like, the shit people worship online is insane. And the worst part, too, is you can be doing nothing different than anyone else except giving James Cameron ideas on who to hire for Avatar 4 because my acting is that good. But it is what it is. Anyway, remember, if you're using emails, make a unique login token so even if your email gets leaked somewhere, they can't try to sign in successfully. Anyway, see you, losers.